Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. HOUSEWIVES Kathy Hilton shares rare pic of all her grandchildren as she celebrates husband Rick's 70th birthday. Kathy Hilton posted a photo of her husband, Rick Hilton, celebrating his 70th birthday with his grandchildren on August 17, just 3 months ahead of their 45th wedding anniversary. The 66-year-old Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star, who shares 4 children with Rick, including daughters Paris Hilton, 44, and Nikki Hilton, 41, and sons Barron Hilton, 35, and Conrad Hilton, 31, gave her husband a shout-out on Instagram. "Happy birthday, Rick. We love you," Kathy wrote in the caption of the image, also adding, "Papa with all of his grandbabies," in a message across the photo. Although their youngest son, Conrad, who is believed to be dating shameless actress Emma Kinney, 25, doesn't yet have any children of his own, Paris shares son Phoenix, 2, and daughter London, 1, with husband Carter Reum, 44. Nikki shares daughters Lily Grace, 9, and Theodora, 7, and son Chasen, 3, with husband James Rothschild, 40, and Barron shares daughter Milo, 5, and sons Caspian, 2, and Apollo, 1, with his wife, Tessa Gräfin von Walderdorf. In December of last year, after celebrating 44 years of marriage, Kathy spoke to Page 6 about keeping the magic alive with Rick. "I think just respect and honesty. And if you're upset about something, you talk about it right away," she revealed. "Keeping the right influences, like the right couples around, and never go to bed upset." Kathy also spoke of her relationship with her husband and how her marriage impacted the romances of her children on Call Her Daddy last month. "I don't have any regrets. I really believe that I really have angels there 'cause coming from a divorced family, I never wanted that. And I think that the girls really take that seriously. They really respect it. And they waited. They wanted to find the right person," she shared. "And my boys as well, because a lot of their friends, their parents were divorced, and when I was little, there wasn't as much of that, and I almost felt ashamed. That might sound strange, but it bothered me." When it comes to the Hilton family, glamour and legacy walk hand in hand. But even in a world of red carpets, designer gowns, and Beverly Hills extravagance, there are moments so personal and heartfelt that they transcend fame. Such was the case this week when Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Kathy Hilton celebrated her husband Rick Hilton's milestone 70th birthday, not with a flashy Hollywood soiree or a glittering gala, but with something far more intimate: family. The moment Kathy chose to share with her millions of followers sent fans into a frenzy of delight. Posting to Instagram, she revealed a rare photo of all her grandchildren together, gathered to honor the patriarch of the Hilton dynasty. For a family known for their guarded privacy when it comes to the younger generation, this glimpse behind the velvet rope was nothing short of magical. A family first. The snapshot was as warm as it was unexpected. Lined up in the frame, the Hilton grandchildren, whose names are not often splashed across tabloids, beamed with the kind of joy money can't buy. Their smiles were candid, their arms looped around each other like best friends, and in that fleeting moment, the glamour of Beverly Hills faded into something universal: family. Kathy captioned the post simply, "Happy 70th to my love Rick, surrounded by our beautiful grandchildren. This is the greatest gift of all." For Kathy, who has been married to Rick since 1979, the milestone birthday carried a weight of history. The two have raised 4 children: Paris, Nikki, Barron, and Conrad, and watched as their family tree blossomed into a new generation. To see those branches come together in one photograph was not only symbolic, it was deeply moving. Rick Hilton, the quiet force behind the empire. While Kathy is the one making reality TV headlines, Rick Hilton has long been the quiet architect of the family's wealth and stability. As chairman of Hilton and Holland, one of Los Angeles' most prestigious real estate firms, Rick has built a reputation on discretion and success. Unlike his children and wife, he rarely seeks the limelight. That's why his 70th birthday felt like a coronation of sorts, not just for his career, but for the legacy he's created. The grandchildren gathered around him weren't just kids. They were proof of endurance, of a marriage that has survived Hollywood chaos, of a family that has remained intact even as the Hilton name became synonymous with fame, fashion, and fortune. The grandchildren who stole the spotlight. The image Kathy shared was a reminder of just how much the Hilton family has expanded in recent years. Nikki Hilton Rothschild, who married banking heir James Rothschild in 2015, has 3 children of her own. Paris Hilton, who wed Carter Reum in a lavish Bel Air ceremony in 2021, is now a mother to 2 young children. Baron Hilton too, and his wife Tessa have added to the mix as well. Each child in the photo represented a story of love, marriage, and new beginnings. The Hilton grandchildren may not yet be old enough to understand their family's legacy, but their presence is a living reminder that the dynasty continues. And for fans who have followed Kathy on RHOB8, where her quirks, warmth, and occasional shade have made her a fan favorite, the reveal was nothing short of a gift. Fans react. Within minutes, Kathy's post drew thousands of comments. This is precious. The Hilton grandchildren all together. One follower gushed. Forget the diamonds. This is the real family treasure. Another chimed in. Others pointed out how rare it was to see the Hilton grandkids in one place, given how fiercely the family protects their privacy. For many, the picture marked a turning point. The glamorous Hilton image wasn't just about Paris on the runway or Kathy on RHOBH anymore. It was about the legacy of love being passed down. The party behind the post. Of course, this being Beverly Hills, the birthday wasn't entirely without flair. Insiders revealed that Kathy hosted an intimate yet lavish dinner at the Hilton estate, decorated with white roses, crystal chandeliers, and tables dripping in candlelight. Guests included close family friends, members of the extended Hilton and Rothschild clans, and a few recognizable faces from Kathy's RHOBH circle. Still, the evening's highlight wasn't the champagne or the designer gowns. It was Rick being serenaded by his grandchildren as they clapped and laughed, singing an adorably off-key rendition of Happy Birthday. Kathy reportedly grew misty-eyed as she watched, clutching Rick's hand. For a couple who has weathered 4 decades of marriage, it was a moment of triumph that no camera crew could truly capture. Kathy Hilton. From reality star to matriarch. Kathy's decision to share the family moment also speaks to her evolution as a public figure. Once known simply as Paris Hilton's mother, she has stepped into her own spotlight on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Fans adore her playful humor, her eccentric habits, who could forget the baked potato moment, and her undeniable devotion to her family. By sharing the picture, Kathy reminded her fans that beyond the diamonds, private jets, and iconic Hilton name, she is, above all, a grandmother. And in that role, she shines just as brightly. A legacy of love. As Rick Hilton enters his 70s, the narrative of the Hilton family continues to evolve. Paris, once the queen of the early 2000s tabloid scene, is now a doting mother. Nikki balances high fashion with parenthood. Baron and Conrad, while less in the spotlight, continue the family's reputation for quiet success. And Kathy? She's become the matriarch, the glue, the one ensuring that no matter how far the Hilton children and grandchildren roam, there will always be a home to return to. Why this moment mattered? In a world where celebrity families often fracture under the weight of fame, the Hilton clan's rare display of unity felt refreshing. Kathy's choice to post that photo wasn't just about celebrating Rick's birthday. It was about reminding fans that behind every headline, every designer dress, every red carpet moment, there is a family.